Hello, good morning, and good night to everyone watching. It is Ronnie, and I am going to be doing what I should have been doing the bit ago, and that is explaining what I am going to be doing, my goals, and what I have planned for my property here in Morqef Hardcore Season 2. So, I think we should honestly just get right into it. Let's just stop all the dilly-dallying and get going. So here is the first plot. The first plot that I'm going to be making this into is wheat. Speaking of, because it will be my main export. And that export being bread. Because, what else can you make out of wheat, Anyway, so I would say, first things first, let's get rid of these trees here. These trees gotta go. Morqef decided it was a good idea to place jungle trees on my lawn because he wanted jungle wood. But hey, it's not that big of a hassle. So I'm gonna just get this over with. I'll skip through it and then we will be right back. Okay, I would say those are good and gone. So now we don't have to worry about them anymore. One thing I do gotta figure out though is this structure. Now, I had a couple ideas on how I was gonna do this, but I definitely think I'm going to shave this down and go into, I wanna say, more of a curve. Because this curve is nice, but I definitely think it can be better. Now, the way we can do that is by first deconstructing the wall over here, this wall by the back, and either lowering it to match the curve that I want to do, or instead we could fill up the platform and make it, I guess, this little, plot back here. Now, that really depends on what I'll do. I'll probably decide on that in the near future, but now this crop plot is ready to go. So I say we should figure out where the other one should go. Let's go do that. Now that we got that figured out, I say we figure out what this middle plot should be. Now, this middle plot is, I would say, pretty small, but I don't think it's small enough for anything like melons or pumpkins. So I think, since it is the second most used crop, we should put carrots. I think carrots would fit really well here, especially with their color, since they're, I want to say, different than most of the other crops. So carrots, I would say, I don't think we have very much of those. No. We're out of carrots. Oh, hi, Cloud. Alright. Well, carrots, we can get that later. But I say we keep figuring out which ones are which. Speaking of that, let's head to the next one. It's this way. Now, for the third plot, I would say potatoes could go here. What's that? Seems that Enderman left a block on my land. I'll have to do something about that later. Anyway, I would say potatoes would fit the best here, considering we already have, the three main crops together. Let's just do all three. And plus, who doesn't like potatoes, right? Potatoes are pretty good. If you don't like them, I will do something to you. Bad things. Anyway, I would say let's figure out our next plot idea. Now, it really depends on what we're going for. I will admit these are in a little weird angles, so we might not get too much out of them, but we can always make that work like we always do. Now, We have this crop plot here. I would say we make this one beets. Of course, beans aren't the best plant, but it's definitely a required plant if you would want stuff like beetroot soup. And it is in the corner, so we don't really gotta see it, because beets kind of bad. Anyway, I would say we go and figure out the next one. Now, I will admit, I didn't really plan to have pumpkins or melons and stuff like that, or cocoa beans to be in that fact. But I can definitely squeeze those into one area for all three. Only problem is, I don't know what area to put that in. But I'm sure we'll figure it out. It won't be too bad. So let's go do that. So now I have a little idea. I have 2 of these really awkward but kind of small crop plots here. So, and since I won't have a lot of them, these are where we can put our pumpkins and our melons. Now, I do kind of have a style for those that I do want to somehow get right. I feel like it'll be a little weird and a little odd to make, but there is a way. And I think it starts with just a couple blocks of water, like any farm does. But first, we gotta get resources. You didn't think I was gonna do this without resources, did you? Nah, you thought ahead, for sure. You definitely thought ahead. You didn't you? Yeah. Anyway, I think it's time to gather the resources to begin. Let's do this. Onward, happy guest. And we are done. Okay. My bad for kind of calling it early. I kind of assumed I was done because I didn't see that little corner, but I fixed it. It's done now. So I think, yeah, that concludes the wheat farm. I definitely am, this took a really long time, so I definitely am going to do the other episodes of me finishing off the rest of them. But I will have more fun videos in between each, because this is, I will admit, this is going to be a little boring to watch. So don't expect too much out of this one. I will try to fix it with my editing and all that stuff to make it more enjoyable for you guys. But I would say that was a pretty good session. We got a lot done. We set up the farm, the first one out of, I want to say, the 6 that we will have. And I would say it's time to end. So I want to thank you guys for watching my video, coming to say hi in, chat. I stream on Twitch. I post on TikTok. If you want to follow me there, I post different content on TikTok. So it's not going to be very much the same, but I think you'll still enjoy it. And I will see you all tomorrow. Good night.